Hi everyone, welcome to episode 1 of the Live to Inspire podcast. So in order to kick things off, I thought the best way, as with any story, is to start with an introduction and to tell you guys a little bit about me and the, I suppose, purpose of who I am, what I'm setting out to achieve, and how I suppose this can help you and everyone else. So to start, I think probably best is my sporting accolades. I competed at 3 Summer Olympic trials for Great Britain in the discus. They are trials, not actual Olympic Games. So that was 2008, 2012 and 2016. After that, I also competed at 2 Winter Olympic trials, so 2014 and 2018. I subsequently retired from elite sport, I suppose, at the end of 2019. I did my last bobsleigh race with pilot Adam Baird. That was in Winterberg, December, I think it was, 2019. And yeah, I suppose career highlights. I think I'm still, might be able to check, top 50 all time in the UK for discus. My career high outdoor world ranking, I think, was somewhere in the top 200. I competed at the 2013 World Championships for bobsleigh. I went on to be the spare for the GB bobsleigh team at the Winter Olympic Games in 2014. After the games, I struggled a lot mentally. After the 2014 games, I struggled a lot mentally with who I am, what I was supposed to be doing with my life, money, career, etc. So I worked a lot with the Dame Kelly Holmes Trust, trying to help young people to seek education, employment, or other further opportunities for them. That allowed me to network. I worked closely with a mentor, helped me with things like business ideas, marketing, well-being, I suppose, and other such factors. Through my network of bobsleigh compatriots, I was invited to take part in a team deadlift world record attempt, and that was for most weight lifted by a team, or deadlifted by a team, in 24 hours. Now the team had previously set the world record for the 12-hour total, so they were going to try and do the 24-hour total. Now no one in the history of this world has ever done it, so we did it, and we set a total, I think it was something in the region of 1.8 or 1.6 million kilos total lift. Guinness won't approve it because it is not enough, according to their experts, but in doing so, we also managed to break and set a new Guinness World Record for most weight deadlifted by a team in 1 hour. Excuse me. So, Winter Olympian, Guinness World Record holder. I also took upon myself to share some of the knowledge, again, like with this podcast, to disseminate information and try and help other people regardless of their situation. So I wrote a book, and that is obviously called Live to Inspire, and that managed to reach bestseller in 3 categories on Amazon. So add that onto my credibility. World record holder, Winter Olympian, best-selling author. I also have 3 degrees. My bachelor degree was in Science and Health, Exercise and Sport from University of Wales, Institute of Cardiff, so now Cardiff Metropolitan. I went on to study a Master's in Sport and Exercise Science at Brighton University, and then completed my postgraduate certificate in education in science teaching at a secondary level, so qualified science teacher as well. So I always forget other things that I've done. Obviously coaching as well. I coach other athletes. So at the moment I have 2 international athletes for bobsleigh from around the world. They're trying to get to the Olympic Games. I do coach national athletes as well, as a personal one-to-one level, specific targeted programming for those athletes. And also my day-to-day job is coaching young children in athletics to be the best that they can be. Obviously with the aim to try and compete and elicit really good performances from them. So that's pretty much that. In terms of this podcast, again, like with the book, I live to inspire, and it's something that I always question myself about, and I talk to people regularly to share knowledge. And someone once called me hyper successful. Now, personally, I wouldn't class myself as anywhere near successful, but other people deem other people's success in different ways. So you may say that Elon Musk is successful because of the things he's done, because of the money he's generated, etc. So for me, I feel like I'm just scratching the surface on my journey to wherever it may be. So it's something that's all very subjective. I'm certainly very proud of my achievements. To represent my country at the highest sporting level is something I never thought I'd do, much like writing a book. Never thought I'd write a book either. So it just goes to show, with a little bit of tenacity, the right mindset, the right people around you, that anything is possible and that you can achieve your goals. So again, doing this podcast is a big challenge for me. Whether it's successful or not, who knows? You guys can decide. I'm merely just putting the content out just to try and help people, and in doing so, trying to help myself. What else did I go? So I truly believe that in order to accomplish anything, you have to be audacious and you have to take a chance and just give it a go. I wrote in my book about Dr. Pepper, the carbonated drink, and their marketing thing was, what's the worst that can happen? And for me and my experiences, whether it be teaching, coaching, athletes, my own athletic performance, I have taken several chances and several risks. Now, I've worked with some of the best coaches and teachers in the world, and they've provided me with knowledge and experiences. And one of those coaches said to me, never make a sacrifice, only ever make a decision. So in doing so, I am making a decision, a conscious decision, a choice to do this podcast. I would empower you and encourage you guys to do the same. If you have something that you think, yeah, I want to give that a go, or I want to learn something new or try something, do it. Because whether it is successful, good or bad, there's always some little nugget of knowledge, of wisdom, of empowerment that you can take from that and apply to your day-to-day life. So take a chance. What's the worst that can happen? I will obviously go through in one episode about the change in mindset, whether it's fixed or growth mindset. And there's always something that you can take from it. I've read a lot about Stoicism. I have a book by my bed which is called The Daily Stoic, and one of the Stoic quotes is heard quite a lot, was used quite a lot. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. So again, am I lucky? Are you lucky? Are other people lucky? Is Elon Musk lucky? Jeff Bezos, are those guys lucky? Again, you can decide yourself whether you think they are. Personally, they had an opportunity and they had a lot of hard work and preparation for it. So the result of that would be success. I use that because it's subjective. Also, I watched a YouTube video about monks, one of these monks, and he always has very good knowledge. And I personally believe it's a really good way to start your day, is just with a little bit of knowledge. And this guy suggests that with a lot of tension you have in your life, tension without purpose is wasted energy. So if you have a fist and you've got a lot of tension in your fist, in your hand, and you've got white knuckles, there's a lot of tension in there. If you're not using that with purpose, you're putting a lot of energy in there for no reason. So that's a physical tension. You can also obviously have mental tension. So if you are holding on to mental challenges, things in your head that you cannot control, that is a lot of tension, gives you headaches, reverberates down your back, and tension in your spine and your muscles creates physical as well as mental tension. Can you control it, or are you just wasting energy? It's a different sort of mindset. It doesn't come overnight. It does take a little bit of time to comprehend and also to apply day-to-day life. So something, again, to think about in context that we will go over in future podcasts. I've had loads and loads of people reach out to me, guys who are potentially going to the Olympic Games this year in Beijing, which is amazing. One of them is a very close friend of mine. Other people who have stepped away from it, other people who have been, I personally class as hyper successful. So I'm very much looking forward to getting those guys into the diary, getting them on the camera and sharing some information about their experiences. So one final thought for you, just to close a very short podcast and video for you. We will get there. If not now, eventually. So just think about that. Keep working, keep being tenacious, control what you can, and eventually we will get there. Catch you in the next episode. Thank you for listening to my content. Again, any ideas, any guests, any suggestions are always welcome. Please leave them in the comments, send me a message, whatever it is. And I hope that I can fulfill my purpose in life and help you, empower you, and live to inspire. See you.